Hey there everyone, welcome to Stockheim on the Niedertobahn route by TSG. Today we are going to be driving this, which is 77003 Nieder to Grobgarau, and we'll be basically running all the way through to doing some shunting, but basically we'll be running as far as Niederdorfelden today. So total time on route should be about 40 minutes. We're not actually going to do all the shunting there, but we are going to just do the run down to there. In the cab, not much to do to set up. We're actually in the front end, but we're reversing today. So we're going to go up to the standing station here. What we shall do is do some switches. So, take my apologies. Depress the... I do end up getting a bit thingy here, so changeover, take, bank control half take, and then what we'll do is we'll do the rear headlamps, and then we'll basically stand in this position here, reverse it goes to reverse. We do not yet have the road, but we'll start shortly. What I'll do in the meantime, just to stop us moving away, we'll put the loco brake on. Really quickly, we can put the headlights outside. Those are set up correctly. We should now have the road, probably. No, we don't. Anyway, so headlights are set up correctly. The wagons we've got on the train today are the S wagons. These are basically bogie hoppers. These are loaded with potatoes. Got a nice little train of them today, and got the little red boards on the back. As you can see, there's a 628 coming in there. Now that that's cleared the section, we've got the road, so I'll let the brake off. And I'm going to rev the engine and take power. So this is the safe bit about driving in this direction. That's your speedo there. So you've got to sort of watch where you're going and look behind you. Start speed limit today is 40 km/h. So what I'll do is just put us up to full power. We're not going to lie, we should struggle to speed with this train. Again, I'm driving today using the bookfile plan from the Trains from Germany website. So you can see we're facing the wrong direction from the camera, but we are facing in this direction. We've got a train out there behind us. Wonderful view out of this loco. Like, you can see so much of the route out here, like, especially looking backwards, we've got such a good view of the train. Probably better than our view forwards. Well, it is better than our view forwards, I'm not going to lie. This seems to be full power right now. Oh no. Oh, we've got a fuel divert, I think. Yeah, we are in full power now, so, yeah, that. The total distance to be covered today is about sort of 30 kilometres, about 15 miles. Not a particularly long journey, not a particularly short journey either. Well, yeah, we're building up towards that 60 now, so let the speed do its thing. I'm going to knock that over there, just because I didn't get on my trike. Yeah, we are at 60 until after Icon. and just before Heldenberg, I believe. Yeah. So basically a 60 for the next sort of 50 or so kilometres. Like I say, we should probably struggle. We should, if we do this properly, we're struggling to speed today. I keep struggling to take screenshots on this route. I'm going to wait until we clear this town here. This is Glauberg. Passengers lining up to get on the train. Not this one, boys. Not this one. Guten Abend. Kommen Sie. They got to 58. So what I'm going to do is knock the train back into throttle. No. Crap. There you go, that's throttle hold. Sorry about that, I'm just struggling to take a screenshot here for the thumbnail. It's absolutely perfect. And with a flange sound there and everything. So you can see the 363 doesn't really struggle. This train, although in theory quite long, isn't. Because it's just bogie hop, and so it's just thingy hoppers. Gondolas, I should say. I can't remember what the term is for those kinds of cars. Oh, I'm speaking American. Those trucks. I'm just polishing off a monster because I am thingy today. So today was interesting. Today has been freaking interesting. This is long enough in the future that I can talk about this without fear of repercussions, hopefully. As you guys know, I work in a call centre for an unnamed train operating company. Today we had a visit from the executive team. And part of that was that we had, obviously all the managers were in the office, which is fair enough. And we also had some of the execs buddying up with us, so they get a headset and they get to listen to us take calls, like sit next to us and do it. I got the company's HR and customer services director. That was fun. No, I think I definitely changed some perceptions. 26.3 on the book of our plan. So Lindheim coming up. Like I say, we are still at 60 though, all the way to 15.6, so another 8k at 60. Another 8 minutes basically at this speed. A bit more power, okay, we need more power. More power! We're in full power, so we're going to thrash our way along. So that was Lindheim. About 20 kilometres left of our little journey today. Not much headroom there. Oh, no, there is enough though. It's gauged, so I'm not objecting too heavily. do love this route. Like I say, it's just it's probably a little bit too clean is the only issue I have with it. But apart from that, it's just it feels like I'm driving down a really well detailed model railway, and I like that. Like I say, I think because it's sort of just central eastern Germany, it's got enough sort of vegetation and stuff commonality to really feel like I'm back in the Czech Republic in the early 2000s, which is quite nice. Like I was saying, sorry, we had the commercial director, commercial director. Like I say, her job title is I think people and customer services director, I think. Quite a nice person from studying with her. Yeah, like I say, I think she saw that I'd already taken 50 calls by the point she sat down with her, and she's like, "Whoa!" I'm like, yeah, I work for a living. We'll pop it into idle just since we are speeding there. Oh yeah, we are definitely speeding. So I'll put a jabber brake in now. This is so great. It's at this point that we realise that we can't actually use the train brake. That's fine. We can coast for a little bit at 59. Green. This is probably 22.9 that we're at now. So we're surely passing through Horst Nieder station. It's Horst. So I've done this in sort of early January, also February, just so it gets a bit of the sun setting and it's a miserable winter's day vibe. But it's quite a nice, like, cold day sort of thing, nice sort of crisp weather. I think it works quite nicely. I always give a blast on sort of rural branch line level crossings. This is the stuff that people are likely to jump, in my opinion. You know, I've been next to the line all my life. There's no train due for ages. Freight train, smack. Train trade gun poopies. So yeah, anyway, what else is there to talk about? I had a breakdown, that was fun. So, my manager's manager, basically, is a lovely sort of man, like I say, late 30s, early 40s. And I don't want to name him because, like I said, I'm trying not to use names here because it'll give away A, who I work for if you Google enough, and B, it's just not, you know, there's no point in naming people who have nothing to do with the story, if that makes sense. And, you know, yeah. Well, have something to do with the story, but you know what I mean. Meow. Anyway, as I was saying, sorry. I got rudely interrupted by a car. No, that makes it worse. Yeah. So as I was saying, basically my manager's manager was there, and he's talking to my supervisor. I just sort of looked over and saw him, and had the weirdest sort of flashback/memory trigger. So you guys will be aware, I lost my dad at the end of, well, in September 2021, and yeah, life last year has pretty much sucked. I did a lot of therapy, a lot of counselling, and I think I thought at least, sorry, I was better, not like fully 100% amazing, sexy, you know, all that kind of stuff, but you know, you just sort of think, I am doing better than I was, alright? That was the way I described myself. I'm doing better than I was. Nope, absolutely I'm not doing any better than I was. Yeah, so I was literally just sitting there today, and I look up and I see him, and he has a very similar hairstyle to what my dad had in about 2001, 2002, and I had that flashback of memory of my dad picking me up from school when I was in reception. So that's like when I was 4, basically. 4. It was the year I turned 5. But I'm born in June, so it's very late. I have my birthday very late in the year, at least from a school perspective. Have a break. No. No, that isn't up on the brake at all. Wonderful. Yeah, I can't apply any train brake. Okay. I'm on this side of the loco. That is a stop at location. Okay. Yeah, I sort of panic stopped there, but yeah. So I've got my brakes in overcharge. Pull my loco brake off for a bit. I'm going to walk over to this side. Change over. And that brake is just completely frozen, yeah. Take this side control, and I'm going to try it from this seated position now. My apologies for that. I did not see that coming at all, as you can tell. Probably did a minor speed there, but oh well. Let's do a quick little check here. So I'm stopping at Echeneider. We're due here in a couple of seconds, so I'm probably just going to be looped here for a passing train. I'll do a jump cut in the video until the train arrives. Like I say, I was quite happy driving from that position because I have a much better field of view. From here, I don't feel like I can see anywhere near as much. Go to hold that off, and I'm going to hold my loco brake on. 4 bar of loco brake just to hold the train. You can enjoy the exterior noise of the 363. It is a rather smart little engine. I quite like the way they look. Oh, here's my opposing train. What we'll do, I'll hop up in the cab, grab one more screenshot of us in the right seat this time. And hopefully that will make things work. Just how big these things are. You think 365, sorry. Nice little dinky train. No, it's quite big. Here comes the 628. Let's do a quick little thumbnail. Oh, actually, I do have a really good idea for a thumbnail here. Nice to go as that. I've not got the road yet. What we'll do is we'll wait, like I say, for the 628 to pull away. And I want to grab the thumbnail of it going past us. Lovely little local units, these, sorry. So I'm glad we got a route loader in with it. It's quite nice to also have a DMU on German rails finally. Hopefully we'll see there's a DB Regio reskin and there's guys doing services with pack files. On MSB, I'm sure there's passenger stations on the branch line to the port, so yeah, not gonna lie, it would be nice. Anyway, let's quickly, this should be a good angle. This is where having a pause feature would be great, Dovetail, if you're watching. Autumnal train, I just wanna see you, something, autumn train, autumn train, sorry, this must be remote control for this actually, just thinking. Anyway, Jack was singing there. Now, because we are crossing over, let's change over. I lost it for a second though. Because we are crossing over, and with a second train, American horns. Pa. Say our next and final stop today, that was at Aiken-Nido, which is the 19-kilometre mark. Got 4k until our slow to 40, and then it wobbles about a bit, and about 11k until Niederfelden. There we go. I do enjoy, just like I say, this branch line cruising. It is great fun. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Like I say, it's literally the 9th of May for me. You guys will not be watching this until like June or July. How's the summer? Yeah, literally the last Niedertalbahn video released yesterday. Should be a nice sort of gap in content there for you all. Yeah, you'll be watching this in mid-June probably. Wow. I'm going to try and do July as an American content month, because like Independence Day and stuff. No, I'm gonna, because I get paid on Friday, so I'm gonna do a route learner for Buxton, if I can be bothered. If not, I'll do passenger mode, just fine. Passenger mode's still a nice little video. Does get enjoyed, so yeah, we'll do that, and then, like I said, I'm pretty happy with the content to be honest, we've had these last couple of weeks. Thing is, the way I look at it when I'm sort of doing my scheduling here is I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 route learners in advance, which actually isn't as much as I've had, and I think it's just in my head. I think it's still basically like, and therefore June's ages away, but then it's not. It's just all the other content I'm miles in advance on. Like, I literally have the London to Paris Air Race video coming out. Well, it came out 2 days ago. That was recorded like a week and a half ago. You know what I mean? So yeah. Any hoozles? $60 in the box. 60. is the annoying thing about this branch line, is it doesn't have as many mileposts as sort of the proper routes do. But what I can do is just keep accelerating and just sight the 40 and then brake from there. Actually, we've got a signal, which will be that'll probably be the signal there actually for it. So, what's my speed out? 50 and dropping. That's fine. I'm going to stay in the same energy state I'm in now. And that is 15.6. So I'll take it out of drive, and then the speed will fall straight away. Hopefully, yep, it is. Here we join the main line, so we're going to get crossed over here. I'm just going to keep the train in a coasting state. You can see got the overhead wires there. I'm going to actually step over to this side, into this seat, so I've got the train brake again. Change over to this side. Feel the little block there, the little derail. So this is Stockheim. Got a red at the end, so I'm going to quickly just check. No, there's no stop markers here. Yeah, I'll pull forward because I'm foul of the points. I'll be honest, I did not expect it to slow down that fast. I quite like the sounds at the slow speed, like the clattering. That is probably semi-accurate. Get a lot more rolling sound now though, which I don't hear like that. That's actually pretty good sound effect. You hear like a plank is basically all the sort of the linkages in the train become tight. Oh my god, the train also platformed. And because I used the loco brake there, it's doing stuff. So, what I'll do, knock the reverser out. Can have a step down into the track, just have a little look at the train. So whilst we're waiting for the road to be set for us, wait, am I hallucinating? No, the road is set for us, I'm just being an idiot. I am right in thinking that is, yeah, it's out. Oh. I was reading the signals the UK way, my apologies. So I want to go, douche, douche. Move away. That's entirely my bad, that. Like I said, I was reading the signal on the left, which is the UK way of doing it. Not that proceed aspect. I thought there'd be a train overtaking us. Might be. Yeah, I'll probably drive the service. Sorry, guys. Time for 20, and I'm going to take us out of power now. Because as we descend the hill here, as you can see, it's a rather steep little slope. And I just want to be able to ideally coast down it, if not, just be able to use the train brake. The loco brake, sorry. That is 14.5. So our speed increases to a 50. Here, oh well, so once the full train's through, which will be absolutely fine. And then at 13.8, so in 800 metres it goes back up to a 60, which we keep for 2k, and then it goes back to a 40, and back to a 60. That was really daft, that stopping then. I'm not going to re-record, because there's absolutely no point. I'm also looking behind me, in vague hope there'll be a 103 that goes over there. Probably not. Let the brakes off. Mumanack. There you go, full train behind us. Although by my approximation, we are in the 60s, so I'll let the brake off and we'll coast. Put power on, build it back up to 60, and leave it there. Yes, so we are literally just like just at a 2k from the 40. So there's not much point accelerating, but there is a little bit, so we can just build the speed up slightly. Hopefully recover some of that time I managed to lose earlier. I mean, we are due 9 minutes until Nida Dolphin. You can see we just do some shunting there, and I don't like shunting without the HUD. It gets very confusing very quickly, and in reality we'd be shunting with help, so yeah. Yep, dropping down to 40 again on this curve. So I want to be at 40 by the time I enter that tunnel. Wow. Okay, by the time I exit the tunnel too. Yeah, that's the formal point for the 40. This is Stockheim station. Let's see the departure signal. There you go, we got the proceed. That was a really difficult one to sight. With the panel gets in the way. We are a 40 through here though until 10.2. Which is 700 metres after the departure signal. I'm trying to rag it fully now because we're not going to exceed 40 in time, and it's just worth just getting the throttle wide open and get this thing moving. You know what I mean? We're still only at 40. We'll hold the throttle open, see if we can get it up to 60, but feels like we're doing like 120 km/h. We're only at 55. We're going down a hill, so I'm going to coast. Blast to the horn. And you know what? This was needed Elfundon, which is literally just not that far from the end of the route. I would double check that's where we are shunting, because if we're running through to the end, then I will thingy. But yeah. As you can tell, I've not played this scenario yet, so I've been leaving the magic of the expectation. So these houses over here, this tower block over here, sorry, it really reminds me of Central Europe. I can tell you exactly what it reminds me of as well. When basically the Czech part of my family own a cottage in the mountains, and the nearest town is a place called Rožnov pod Radhoštěm. Rožnov under Radhošť, which is a mountain. Anyway, sorry. As I was saying there, with that, there's a Billa shopping market just outside where the basically well, they do most of the shopping, and the amount of times I parked facing a tower block that looks just like that. Uh-oh, we're holding up a passenger, so changing over. Have I done it again? I've done it again! I'm sorry! I'm really bad at my job. So, off. Power on. I'm gonna hide on this side of the cab from the angry passengers. I'm trying to say the brakes are better than expected on this train. Also, how wobbly am I on this track? Have I flattened it? I think I've given myself flats. That's what's happening here. This is honestly the worst case of flats I think I've the worst wobble I've had in TSW ever. So we've got... Alright, we're going to be here for a few minutes. So what I'm going to do... Yeah, because we're continuing beyond needed off London and we're not actually shunting here. We're going to do a jump cut and we'll see you when we get the road again. On the road again! As we await the road, it is worth putting a little bonus clip in here of just looking at these systems here. So you've got basically brake isolation, passenger to brake timing changeover, loading handle. So you basically mess with all this sort of stuff on the wagons themselves. I've not seen it before. You've got the standard sort of step up onto the wagon for when we eventually get multiplayer. You can't open the doors, but still, just thought it'd be worth showing that off, just so you guys are aware that it was here. So let's climb up onto the loco and await the road still. I think we're probably going to have to wait for one more train to come past, probably overtaking us to be fair. But anyway, I'll sit down and see you guys in a moment. Success! He's nearly here. So it looks like there's just two trains that run close together in the peak time in this direction. When he clears through, we'll be good to go. Hopefully sooner. Even to be fair, he's just following a direction, so it's to be expected. But, we've got the road, so let's get this show on the road one last time. Let the loco brake off, let the frame brake off, hold it in the overcharge position. I'm going to go idle, I'm going to really quickly reset myself just because I don't trust myself. Power on. Quick beep for the horns. What I'll do is I'll move over to this position because again, for forward travel this is a better sort of field of view. And again, because we are the second train through the section, I think this one should be doggy track. That will. The wagons rocking as well. Sort of. Yeah, I think it's just this track. So what I'm going to do is just put us in full power because we are in a 60, so we can run up speed. Why has he got whites from the back. That's a operational incident, I guess. That one's reported. Right. Again, because we are the second train through and we're going the opposite direction, we'll just do a proper American style. There we go. The rocking rolling's calmed down quite substantially. I think it would have just been the track qualities that we were on there. Anyway, full power. Let's do it. Come on, train. Come on, train. So, leaving Niederhofen to 60 all the way to Kronau, and then it drops to a 30 for a level crossing, back up to a 60, and then on to Bad Vibel. Why aren't we going faster? Come on, train. Power! Just because we are a slow train, blast on the horns, always good to go with. Lots of golfs hanging out in this part of Germany today. See, not that far from the factory really, are we? I think it's just we are on an uphill segment here, which is rather steep. This is not a fast train today. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, how many drivers have done that in the past, in the past, eh? Probably quite a few. We're probably going to be nearly at Gronau at this point. I'm just barely moving. But to be fair, we are on a slope. 0.1%. Okay, we're not on that major a slope, but we were. We're not racing up to speed though, so yeah. this will be gone out, I believe. Yep, gone out. So what we need to do is we need 2 into idle. That's the warning for the 30. What I need to do is just pile up a ton of loco brake. Just going to bring us down. Loco brake off. And it's literally the other side of this level crossing. We're back up to 60. That's BU 3.8, so we need to wait for the end of the train to pass that, and then we can accelerate again. So we'll watch it going past. That's 3.8 there. Just need to judge for the end of the train going past it. Probably on this bridge here. There we go. Power on. Let's go. 3 kilometres to go. Well, yeah, 3 and a bit kilometres to go until Bad Vibel now. Like I say, I'm not going to be shunting it. I'm just going to, we'll drop it into the sidings and then end the scenario there. But wow, what a journey, right? That's been pretty enjoyable. Like I say, the 363, I was always a bit cautious of this as a shunting loco. Sorry, it's a sort of road loco, as it were. But actually, it's done pretty well, and because of how slow it is, it's actually quite easy to not speed just by, you know, regularly checking this, pardon me, the speedometer. You do have to be on your ball, and like I say, if the safety systems worked on it, we could probably do a lot, you know, probably be in a bit of trouble. But with the lack of safety systems, we're absolutely fine. So power on, and let's keep trucking. It would have been nice to have had like a full-size freight loco for this route, but I also appreciate it's probably the 363 that you'd get in reality. I've got no idea how to find photo material for this period, so I won't. But and I'm just going to take TSG at their word on this one. I'm going to get it up to 60 one last time before we have to brake for Bad Vibel. Because you've got just the massive, well, it's not a massive rake, but it's just a lovely length rake. It is a, like I say, it's just this route. It's nice and relaxing, and it's just well proportioned, just the way I would describe it. It's just long enough, but not too long. Well, this train, you know, it's a bit like this train. It's just powerful enough, but not too powerful. Just sort of. I'm gonna actually go douche, 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 douche. Wait for us to hopefully clear this brush section, which is not going to happen for a hot minute. And then just power off. And there we go. That's a thumbnail right there. So, now that we've thingied ourselves and done a minor speed, this is in the days before safety was invented, remember guys, so it's absolutely fine to go a bit too quick. But it's nice to be up at 61 last time, just so you can remember what it's like. Quick whistle. Brake is off. 60, well, just got us 59, which is perfect. Green signal, so we've got the road. There we go, we're here. So, kind of coaster in. We're on level ground, I believe, so absolutely fine to coast here. What we'll do, we'll stop against the marker. So, step over to this side. So we're going right down the end, so it'll be just a long coast here. Speeds nice and high until the game's just crashed on me, has it not? No, it hasn't. Good. That was upsetting. I thought the game crashed on me, but it hasn't, which is a good thing. Just keeping an eye on the speed there. Good speed. Good energy. I'll quickly check my route of set here because this is actually further south where I could go on this map, which is quite cool. So this is the side we started off from on the way to Stockheim, and this is back in Bad Vibel. Plus to the horn as we cross through here. I believe this is probably on soon. Yeah, sorry, just double checking. Like I said, we'll stop here and that'll be the end of the scenario. So someone start the outro, I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's YouTube video. I thoroughly enjoyed making it. It's been a lovely little drive, this. Not my greatest route, you know, not my greatest quality drive ever, but actually, I think it's been pretty good fun. Hopefully you guys agree. If you do, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to see more from me on a regular basis. And as we stand here at the end of a journey. All that leaves me to say, guys, is thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye. Oh well, so I guess welcome to the after credits scene. What we're going to do is the minor quick little shunt here. Literally. Yeah, actually it's further than it looks. In the cab it looks like we're right on top of it, but yeah. Power off. There we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a shunt manoeuvre, and I'm going to do this with the hood on. This, like I say, this is the after credits scene from your friendly neighbourhood movie. So we're waiting here, and then it's going to tell us where to go. But what we'll do, just since we are shunting now, shoot into shunting mode, coupled to the formation of second vehicles, which is that one there. So we're just going to pull straight forward onto it. Wonderful. Because we're in the yard, I'm going to limit us to about, like I say, to 40. What we'll do as well is just to improve our eyesight on this. Oh, hello. No, I'm spinning my wheels for some reason. Brakes fully blown off. Uh-oh. Please, for the love of God, stop. Oh well.